Man, this has been the year of crazy trials, hasn't it? Okay. In many ways, more ways than one, but this one is finally wrapped up. The verdict in the trial of Ghislaine Maxwell, and she has been found guilty. I want to thank you guys for being here with me. I want to remind you also to subscribe to this channel. If you're on YouTube, go ahead and ring the subscription bell. If you're on one of the other platforms, go ahead and subscribe there and just become a part of this journey with me. It's still a channel that's getting started, and I don't have a lot of subscribers in my base yet. And I want you to be a part of that moving forward. So the verdict has been reached, and 60-year-old Ghislaine Maxwell has been found guilty of recruiting and grooming teenage girls, 4 of them, I believe, between the years of 1994 and 2004 for acts. Can't say exactly what kind of acts, because I just don't want the algorithms to pick up on every little word that I say here. With her boyfriend, Jeffery Epstein, who died of suicide while being held for trial, and his information, his secrets, well, they committed suicide with him, okay? And Maxwell has now been put on trial and is convicted of 5 of the 6 counts, including trafficking a minor, as I said. So we don't know quite when the sentencing is going to take place, but she'll do some time in prison. There's just absolutely no doubt about that. But it says here that Maxwell's attorney, Bobby Sternheim, told reporters that the defense is disappointed with the verdict and will appeal. Well, I bet they're disappointed. I mean, they lost, but, the rest of us should be pretty happy about that. And so what happens next? Well, let's see. She's going to also be held on 2 counts of perjury under oath, and that'll add a few more years to her sentence. Like, it's really going to matter at this point, though, because she's going to spend the rest of her life in jail as it goes. And where will she go now? Well, she's going to return back to Brooklyn's Metropolitan Detention Center, where she has been held in isolation since 2020. Isolation, don't want any of that information to get out. And Maxwell has said that, she's just given moldy food and that her cell smells like raw sewage. And yeah, I'm sure it's not the Hilton. So we should all be happy now, right? The Wicked Witch is dead. Wicked Witch, the Wicked Witch. Wicked Witch is dead. And that's all, folks. We can all go home. Or at least that's what the courts and powerful elites and everything would hope that you would think. Everything's good now, right? We've got the bad guy, our girl, woman, in this point, at this case. And, I've just never wanted the message here of Midnight American to just buy into whatever it is that the great and powerful Oz tells us. I like to look behind the curtain. Yes, I know that can be a little bit controversial. Let's just say, right? But you know what? I don't care. I know that most of what we think we know, we don't really know. Okay, and they tell us what they want to tell us. The people who are in power, the powers that be, tell us only what they want us to know. And I seem to recall that there was some names that threw this case into the limelight in the first place. Some pretty high profile names attached to this, to this whole case and to the evidence. They had video, they searched their whole compound, the whole thing. And so it wasn't about the traffickers, it was the traffickees, who they trafficked to, right? And there was whole news segments and documentaries and all that associated with this, and poof, where did it go? Okay. And I'm just curious, like, well, where does this go from here? But I feel like, and from what I understood, they sealed up some records and just are like, just don't ask any questions. It's good. You got your pound of flesh. It's all good. Okay. Don't worry about who did what to who and why and how and all that. You got your pound of flesh. Just accept it. And you go, well, wait a second here. Now, we're the American public. Don't we deserve some information? I mean, after all, the powers, the Justice Department and the politician, all that, they work for us, right? Yeah. That's the illusion, isn't it? It's the illusion, along with, all these people who go and loot and destroy and kill and, do all these destructive things, burn buildings to the ground. Well, those are just peaceful protesters. Victims, pure victims of greed. Your greed. What about those protesters over there? No. Those are insurrectionists. Okay, we'll handle those. Don't you? You just turn around. You just look. You look at them long enough to understand what, for them to be examples, so that you understand what happens when you ask too many questions, when you overstep your bounds. Well, just look the other way. Look the other way. Well, yeah, okay, all right, yeah, that's good boy. Don't worry about all those immigrants just pouring over the border. Oh yeah, about those. They're not, no due process, they're not being vetted in any way. You disgusting, homophobic, racist, abuser, you shut up right now and put your mask on. Well, okay, all right. You saw what happened to them. You just go and pay your $4 a gallon for gas and eat your groceries that cost you twice as much as they did last year. Yeah, about that. When you pay everyone to stay home and it nothing's being able to be shipped in, we're having a bottleneck there, and our tax dollars are being used to pay everyone to stay home. Well, whoa. It's not going to cost the taxpayers anything. We're just going to print more money. Okay, that's what this whole stimulus thing's about. We're just going to print more. Yeah, but doesn't that devalue the dollar? Doesn't that tank our economy? Oh, and I quote, we've been patient, but our patience is wearing thin. You coward. Shut up. We'll treat you just fine. You're not impoverished. We'll treat you at least as well as those that we left in Afghanistan. Don't you worry about it. Don't worry about anything that has to do with these buzzwords, Burisma and laptop and what. I didn't say anything. That's right. You just look the other way, because we've got the power. We've got the arms of information there to remind you that we have government-funded scientists and overpaid celebrities on stage, ready to shame you, okay, and make you feel foolish and attack you if need be. And if that's not enough, don't worry. We got big tech in our pocket, these private businesses that, did I say private business? What I meant to say was amenities, so that we can offer tax deals to make sure that they're always in our pocket to get rid of any voices and any narrative that we need them to. Just make them go away. You turn away, and we'll make them go away until you're the one that we come for. You're the one under boot. And you can watch others turn away. Just look away. We'll take care of him. There's nothing to see here but a lie that you are willing to live. I don't know if we're willing to live it moving forward. I don't know. We'll see. I just know now everyone feels like they shouldn't ask questions. And I understand it to a certain degree. I'm not unrealistic about it. I mean, we're talking about big money. And with big money comes big power. And your money ain't big money, okay? This ain't big enough, okay? I think, personally, if there's justice, if there's real justice, this trial would be just the beginning of investigating, big money, big power. We'll see where this goes. I don't know. It's a little bit out of our hands. I understand that. But it'll be interesting to see where we go as a country living under these lies. I mean, it's good to see Miss Maxwell go to jail. She needed to. Okay, she needed to be behind bars for what she's done. No doubt about it. She's got issues. She's got some problems. She's also got information. So we'll see how long she lasts where she is. But as I said, the records, from what I understand, have been sealed. So we only know what we're told. And we will only know what we want to know, to the extent that we demand accountability, and only within the limits of what we choose to ignore moving forward into 2022. Guys, I look forward to you going on this journey with me. Follow me on Facebook, Patreon, and sign in at midnightamerican.com. Become a member of the Night Crew so that we can stay in touch. Thank you so much for being a part of this journey moving forward. And until next time, know yourself better than you know anyone else.